Hello there, welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XVI. In the last episode, we did a bunch more helpful things for the guys and gals of the area, and now we're going to first read our letters, because we've got given a new one, and then we're going to make for Tabor, as the quest says, and we're going to do storyline stuff. But there is a side quest to do and a hunt to do as well, but I shall get to them when I get to them. I won't push myself too hard to do them.
See the pair that got hauled into tires?
But let's have a look. These on our own terms. I regret that both you and the lump had to get all tangled up in the wicked weave of my sordid past, but thanks to your meddling I was finally able to put to rest matters that were left too long to fester. And with that finally done, might be I can sit back and enjoy this new world of yours you're so keen on creating. One don't need a pair of eyes to see the good you've done. Karen. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. We're out here. We're trying. Okay, let's go to the Krozjit Echoes. It's probably Krozjit rather than Krozjit. But that's the filthy westerner in me saying all these things wrong. Right. Okay, let's go over to this place. Well, there's a hell guru here, just chilling. Just having a good time. Let's de-rust a little bit. I mean, I've only played earlier today, but it's always good to get the cobwebs out. I did it wrong again. I'm doing this like in the wrong order. I should do like this sort of thing first. Then this. Then this. Then this. It'll do a lot more damage this way. If I did Mega Flare at the right time too, it would have been even better. The parries are more luck than just me. They are not on purpose. That's just me getting lucky. Right. So, side quests over there. This is the part of the map that I have been to before, but it's above the bit I've been to before. So there might be treasures and things to find here that I might not have otherwise seen. Let's have a look for the old Ambrosia vision. To just look around and see if we can find any of the hunts and stuff. There's the hunt called the Pack that we've got to do. Looking for treasures and things. If they make me get off the chopper, I'll know I've found the right spot. Right, so we can go down here. I'm going to go to this little lip first. Because that might be something.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The Echoes have a will of their own.
Hello, Coel. Alright, mate.
Nice try.
Tried to block that. Probably wouldn't have worked. But it's a good idea I didn't. Not dodge that shit. Let's heal him. There, I can block that. That's fine. Oh, I can block it. Okay. Well, this time I'm going to do it right. See, that's way more damage if you do it that way. And I would have had Flame Rebirth to do after. Which doesn't do a lot of damage, but does still do like a couple thousand altogether. The Regal Sash! Ooh, yeah. 2 more HP and 10 more defense. Among the citizenry of Dhalmekia, there are those who hearken after the heady days of yore, when the realm was as yet divided into its constituent kingdoms. An age of glorious rulers and golden towers before all was usurped by the bean-counting bureaucrats who now rule over the Republic. Though little but legend may remain of these kingdoms, those who find themselves dispossessed and disempowered in the present draw strength from their imagined past. I know it's a lot more work, but there's something to be said for weapons and armor that changes as you put them on. Rather than it just being stats. But again, you know, priorities in game development, you have to draw the line somewhere. How much money do you want to spend on every single thing? Every new bit of armor you make is making sure that all the animations work well with all of it, making sure that it looks good in every pose, making sure that it doesn't clip, and making, you know, all these things you're like, oh god, I could be spending my time making the game good. Or I could be spending my time making it look nice but play like shit, you know, that's the difference. Now, I know some people don't like the way this game plays already. I actually think it's fine. The difficulty that I have is, apart from Zelda, which is weird, I don't really have a conceived notion of what I think Final Fantasy should be. Right? Like, I've played all of them. So, it's not like I don't know that the first 10 games are essentially the same in terms of like turn-basedness. 7 or 6, well actually basically 4, but 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 and 10 sort of slightly different. Whereas 10 went to a very turn-based strategy, and you know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 9, sorry, had like turn-based stuff, but with active time battle going on. It really kicked off in 7, 8 and 9. But it doesn't mean that I don't think 12 can be enjoyable. I actually, you know, used to hate 12. I used to think it was like complete dog shit. But now I kind of think it's actually alright. The Zodiac International version made it a lot better, in my opinion. It's a much more enjoyable, playable game now. Just because it made the license grid make more sense. Which was good. But overall, I do think this is good too. It's very different compared to the Final Fantasies, but I think that's fine. You know, like you play in a Final Fantasy game where you're playing as one character, and you play as one character the entire time. Technically, Final Fantasy XIII you play as one character, but you do get to decide what other people do if you use the ability system. Whereas this, you don't ever get to decide what Jill does or what Joshua does or whatever. But I think, yeah, I think everything can be good. Like, I think Rebirth's combat system is good. I think my biggest problem is, in terms of media, is that I lack the integrity and the ability to recognise that something is, like, bad. All I can think is that it doesn't do it for me, but that doesn't make it bad. I find it hard to see objectively bad things, so I don't get to tell you whether it's bad. I don't think I have the right to tell you whether something is good or bad objectively. I can only say that it didn't work for me, I don't like it. But then again, I have very low expectations of most things. Part of being a person who's always had like mental health problems is that I've never kind of came to expect anything good to ever happen. So unless it's like completely unplayable dog shit, I'm probably going to be okay with it, to be honest. So that's why I'd never be like a game reviewer or like a critic of any kind, because my standards are not the sort of thing that you should be caring about. I am not the person to ask about whether something's good or not. I always give you my opinion if you ask for it, but the other thing is I always get too frightened to have a argument about things. Guys want to stand down straight away. So if there's like an argument about, you know, my
Tell us
opinion or
about
something.
Lady Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Yeah, so I never want to defend my position, and so I always want to like run away. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll write a comment in like a Twitter thread or whatever, YouTube comment, and then I always end up deleting it because I'm like, oh, but what if I upset someone with what I've said, or what if they don't agree, and what if I look like an idiot? It's a lack of confidence thing mainly, but I'm 31 and I still feel that way now, so I don't think it's ever going to get better, put it that way. And most of that's the autism's fault. So, not a lot I can really do about it. Anywho, let's actually make some progress and continue on with the game. I haven't managed to find the hunt I was looking for, but this is going into a new zone, or new part of the level anyway, so this should be interesting. Hello.
I do. Where are you off to now, then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps? Oh, no need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons. Ain't exactly feeling like sharing with strangers myself at the mo. Truth be told, I could do with a bit of inspiration. Don't know which way to turn no more. Was doing a roaring trade back in Oriflamme. Right up until the poor Drake lost her noggin. So, thought I'd try me luck in the desert. And the Fang went the same way. And don't get me started on the mess in the bloomin' Dominion. Suppose I could try Camber next. But knowing my luck, the old place be crawling with the works before I'd even sat out me stall. As I always say, where there's crisis, there's opportunity. The opportunity to mint gil, that is. So, where to next? Is there any money to be made in ash? Do orcs even carry gil?
That hits a little too close to home for me, because I always struggle to know when the conversation is over. Like, I'll just keep talking and talking and talking and talking and never really know when to stop. So it's up to the other person to, like, leave, usually. Hello, what's up?
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier.
Bad blood. So
the
he's
encampment was close.
like dead. So
Let's hope the Akashic is still there.
there's not going to be anything to get a reward from, but that's fine. Sometimes you do things just for the good of doing them.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Alright, lads.
Right. I got here in time.
You're all going to die. That's interesting. You can actually miss with your thing if the hit wouldn't actually hit them. You know what I mean? It sounds like a stupid thing to say. Like, of course you miss if you don't hit them. But, you know, sometimes in like an event like that, you'd be locked into doing the damage. You don't actually have to hit them. Excuse me. It looks like you actually have to you do have to hit them with your hitbox. Like it still matters.
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg!
I'll have a look, don't worry.
Sound like an Akashic.
Hello, lad.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
Oh, yes.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
You can't
And
stand
your
me.
wounds have healed and your head has cooled. Come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Feel free. When you do, I'll kill you then. Alright? We'll be taking this goblin coin and all. But yes. I mean, I often think of what I would do in these situations. First of all, I'd probably die to the first fucking goblin that attacked me, let's be real. But if I was somehow like a goated swordsman, and I was able to kill droves of monsters and men with ease, then I think I would probably also be like, nah, if you want to kill me, come kill me when you're strong enough to actually fight me. Because it's no fun just killing a guy who can't fight back. What's the point? It's not a challenge. If you really hate me that much, you can find me anytime. I'll kill you anytime if I'm that good. Right? That's not... I'm not saying that's what Clive's doing. Clive's trying to be compassionate. I'm just saying what I would do. I lack compassion. Let's have a look at this. Bosh. Goodbye. This so far has been a fairly linear path, which is good for me because it means that I almost certainly haven't missed the hunt of the pack of animals that I've got to kill. So that's helpful.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Hello, lad.
And travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
I'll try and be good.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Are you buying or selling?
I'm doing no such thing. I'm looking at your wares
Take care.
and being sadly
What
disappointed.
brings you to our humble village, young man? If it's our artisans you're here to see, then please. But do try not to interrupt their work.
I'll try. Thank you for your understanding. This place is quite big, actually. It's like a big ring city. The city I'm from is a ring city. As in, it's a circle, rather than like an old Roman city is circular, rather than square. Okay.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Yes. Meanwhile, the Agora, the free cities of Canva.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you!
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So he did Zantetsuken, or an equivalent of it, from literally the other side of the room and killed everyone in the room, apart from the person who he didn't want to kill.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The Icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it. Like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
Yeah, I thought that was Ultima. It looked like Ultima from like Final Fantasy Tactics and other depictions of Ultima in other Final Fantasy games. Like Ultima the person, not Ultima the spell.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Right, let's make a stop here then. So I'll see you guys next time when we explore the rest of Tabor and do some more side quest things as we do. And see when we make our way to Canva eventually. See you then. Goodbye.